Hey guys, what's up? Mr. Lidkea here with part 2 of our fraction review. Okay, in this video, what we're going to be talking about is comparing and ordering fractions. First up, ordering fractions. How do we put fractions in order? Okay, now what we need to do first, the easiest way to put fractions in order, ordering fractions, is to use a number line. I've already drawn a number line here, okay, and I've put the fractions on that we are using. We've got 1 over 2, 3 over 4, and 5 over 8. So if we go to our number line, what we see is we've got 1 over 2 right here, 5 over 8, and 3 over 4. So looking at these fractions, they are not in the correct order. We have the smallest fraction, 1 over 2, first. That one is good. Let's put it there again. Then we've got 5 over 8. Lastly, we've got 3 over 4. Okay? So to order our fractions, we need to know how they are comparatively within between 0 and 1. We remember fractions are part of a whole, so this is where we've got a full piece, and this is obviously 0 pieces, okay? On the number line, the lines, the divisions have to be equal. Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense. You can't just randomly put your fractions on here and hope that it works out, because some are going to be really close. This is a pretty easy example, and it's really easy to see how these fractions are ordered. Now, next part, we're going to compare fractions, okay? Get rid of these. How do we compare fractions? Well, let's take a quick example of fractions that have the same denominator. Here I've got 3 over 5 and 4 over 5. These fractions have the same denominator, so it's really easy to compare them, okay? If we think about a pie, okay, and I've divided this pie into 5 pieces. If I have 3 pieces of pie or 4 pieces of pie, it's pretty easy to see which one's bigger, okay? We know that 4 pieces of pie is bigger than 3 pieces of pie. So 4 over 5 is bigger than 3 over 5. Now, the part that gets confusing is if we've got a different denominator to compare fractions. Two over 3 and 4 over 5. You may be thinking, these fractions are only 1 away from the denominator. The top and the bottom, the numerator and the denominator are only 1 away. So they could be the same. Well, turns out they're not. And I'm going to show you why. The only way we can compare fractions is having either the same top numerator or same bottom denominator. Okay? So how do we get the same top or bottom? Well, we're going to use equivalent fractions. Good thing we did that in the last video. How do we make an equivalent fraction? Right, top times the same as the bottom, okay? Now, part of this is basic facts. You have to be able to recognize that 3 and 5 are both going to work with 15, okay? I'm going to use 15 as the same denominator. Now, how did I go from 3 to 15? I times it by 5. 3 times 5 is 15. So I have to do the same thing to the top. Now, 2 times 5 is 10. Okay? How did I go from 5 to 15? I times by 3. Now, 4 times 3 is 12. Okay? So now we've got the same number on the bottom, and we can compare these fractions easily. We can see that 12 over 15 is bigger than 10 over 15. So that means that 12 over 15 is bigger than 10 over 15, and 4 over 5 is bigger than 2 over 3. Okay? Let's do another example. 3 over 4 and 8 over 9. What do we have to do first? Step 1, make an equivalent fraction for each one having the same denominator. Okay, what are we going to use? So what I'm going to do is simply times them by each other. That's an easy way to get an equivalent fraction if you're not sure about the basic facts. So 4 times 9 is 36. Okay? Now, how did I go from 4 to 36? Times 9. 3 times 9 is 27. 36. 9 times 4 is 36, so 8 times 4 is 32. Now, we can clearly see with the same denominator that 32 over 36 is bigger than 27 over 36. That also means that 8 over 9 is bigger than 3 over 4. Okay, there you have it. We've just put fractions in order using a number line, and we've compared fractions with the same denominator and different denominator. Okay? Have any questions, get in touch with me on email or on Classroom or on Google Hangouts. All right.